Hey guys, so Christmas came early. We have some new stuff in now in the weight room, and it is just gonna be some tiny details, but I think that they are really gonna make the difference in our weight room in terms of efficiency, organization, and so I'm just gonna run through a few of the changes here with you. All right, one of the changes you see here is gonna be that we have all of the dumbbells together on one storage rack. We've also rearranged some things here on this storage rack simply because we've added two new sections. This section here and this section here have now been added. You can see the kettlebells down here. We got the wickets down here. These bands will actually be hung in another place, but that's got to get hung up at another time. But for the most part, as you can see, this is a wall of all of our accessories and dumbbells and med balls, as well as the rollers. I moved the yoga mats out here for easy storage and easy access and everything else. So this is where everything's gonna stay nice and organized on one wall. We've also gone ahead and added the battle rope anchors here at the bottom of every single support post, as you can see. Not on this end though, they're only on this far end. And I know a lot of people use those also to hang on to do your leg raises. So we have anchors at every single post. So that way we have options with our battle ropes as well as our leg raises. So we have brand new collars. As you can see, I have tested these out. They are phenomenal. Once you lock them in place, they go nowhere. And you'll also see right there, they're magnetized. So therefore, we never have to put a collar on the floor again or over on the pegs, the storage pegs. Just stick them right to the support and we'll never have to lose them. One thing Mr. Ledbetter really needed for the PE classes was some change plates. So these plates, if you need that extra little 5-pound increase because you don't want to go to a full 10-pound increase, we now have those change plates at every single station, so that way you can hit those PRs a little bit more easily. So one thing you'll probably notice when you walk in is that we do not have our red bars being put on the front of the racks. That's simply because when the bars were in each station, that kind of took away this big pull-up area in the middle, which a lot of people wanted to utilize to practice muscle ups even, or just practice their pull-ups, not just on those dividers there, but across the middle here. So this just keeps our pull-up areas nice and clean. Not only that, not everybody wants to use the bar at the station. They may want to use something else at the station, so this keeps it open. It gives more options in the front of the station as well. So what we've done is we've gone ahead and we have purchased more vertical storage. So on the left rear support, you'll see the red bar. You'll see it down there as well at every single one of them. And then on the right, we've added now a extra vertical support. This gives us 2 weighted bars at each station if one person wants to use it in the rack area and if another person wants to use one out on the floor area. So this is typically where you would see the dip bar, or the Matador as it's called. And now we have put there, we only got one of these. We should have 2 more, but we did get a storage rack that will be mounted here on the back of the lifting rack, and it keeps it off the floor. So it's easier to clean the floor, keep the floor a lot more clean and organized, and just keeps it in a place that's easy accessible. As you can see here in the front, we have totally gotten rid of that little dumbbell rack. That's over there, as you can see. So instead, what we've done is I've taken the ropes, all 4 ropes, we just doubled them in half and laid them at the base of the wall here, so that way we can easily pull them out and use them and then easily store them back up. Now that we have moved these dumbbells on this rack, this wall is going to be where we will end up putting sort of like a storage rack of some kind where you can keep your iPads or your book bags and coats and stuff like that. I also would like to put some kind of cork board up here if possible, so that way we could post pictures of people's PRs, kind of like as you go to the outdoor store or something like that, and you see all the pictures of the big fish and the big deer and all of that. We want to put those PRs up there on that wall so people can see what kind of PRs are being set in the room. All right, guys, that does it. There'll be just a couple tweaks. We just got to hang those bands, like I said, in a different spot. We also have a little storage rack for the jump ropes, so those will be hung in a different spot to kind of clean up this rack area over here. Other than that, the rules are all the same as far as keeping the place nice and tidy and clean. Make sure you keep things organized so that way we can make sure that we are as efficient as possible from one class to the next class, from one team to the next team, so that way everybody can maximize that time that you have here in the room without wasting any time. So Warrior Strong.